Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we'll be moving and continuing our intermediate Python series. Today is going to be simple and short, and then explaining why the star matters and how come we have keyword argument. I hope you enjoy and you learn a lot. Please subscribe, please like, comment, share, and it motivates me to keep making these videos. And please don't just watch 2 minutes and leave. Please watch to the end. I have a surprise announcement at the end, so please watch to the end. Thank you. Okay, so in the previous video we started with keyword only argument. I didn't go into deep dive. I ended there. So if you've not yet watched the first and second intermediate video, please watch that before you come to this. I mentioned I was going to go into a deeper dive in APIs today, but the API is separate from what we are studying now. So I'll go back to that later, right? So in today's videos, I'm going to explain the importance of the star and how come we have keyword arguments. So I'm going to do that with this simple code example. So we are trying to define a function named register user, which takes two arguments, user and admin. The default value for admin is false. And the second line of code, row equals admin if admin else user. So if the user specifies that admin is false, that means the person is a user, right? And if it's an admin equals true, the person is an admin, right? And it's going to return the username and the row. So what does the star do? So actually, the star is just to tell Python that, hey, everything that comes after the star, whoever is calling this function must mention this argument and before they put in their value. What do I mean by that? So if I call this function register user and I call register user, I just put my name Richel. The code is going to run because there's a default value for admin, which is false. So it's going to be Richel user. The second one, I called the function, I said admin equals true, so it's going to be Richel admin, right? The code works. But if I call this function and I don't specify the argument admin, I don't name the argument admin and I just call it Richel true, it's going to give me an error because there's a star there. The star is putting on a restriction that I cannot just call this argument I cannot just call this function, without naming the argument admin. So let me run this code so that you understand what I'm saying. I'm going to run this code. So as I explained, the first one gives us username Richel, the row is a user, right? Because I didn't specify what admin should be and the default admin is false. So if you don't specify what admin is, it's going to give you false. The second one I specified true. Now I'm going to create another code block after this. Then I'm going to copy this code. Instead of copying, I cut it. Then I'm going to run it. So it gives me an error, right? A traceback. It gives me an error. Why? Because there's a star here. The star here is placing a restriction that anytime I'm going to call this function register user, I need to put admin and specify what admin is. If I don't want to put admin, then I should just write only the user. It's going to give me the default that I'm a user. But if I want to specify what admin is, I should state admin before I state true. Just stating true, Python doesn't know what that true is. Do you understand? Because it is stated there. I cannot change it. We learned other positional arguments where you can swap, change. But here, for this keyword argument, we can't do that. We have to ensure that we are specifying what admin is. So to debug this code, I just need to add admin equals. Then this code is going to run correctly, right? So very important. So a simple example here is, imagine I'm trying to build a game and I'm defining a function creates character. Create character is taking name. Anything after the star shows that it's keyword argument if I want to mention or call in that argument, I need to put in that name or that keyword argument first. So if I want to use that keyword argument, I need to name it before I put in the parameter value I want to assign to that keyword argument. Very, very important. So defining this star here in this is showing that anytime I want to call the function create character, I need to add what saw this and what level is. Very important. I cannot do it without it, right? So we see here that it's going to return name, level, all that. So I'm going to run this code. Now let's run the second code. So we see here that create character Richel, right? It works. The name, if I don't put name because there's no star there, there's flexibility on the name. I don't have to define that name is equal to this. It's already that the name is the first one, but the star then makes it very important that we have to call what weapon and level is if we want to change the parameter assigned to them. So here, the second one, I assigned that the weapon should be bow, the level should be 5. So it worked. The first one, if I don't assign, I just use the name, there's not going to be any trace back. There's not going to be any error. Python is just going to use those default values. But let's look at this one. Python is giving me error because what is bow? What is 5? I've put a star in my function when I was defining, meaning anytime I want to call those two arguments, I need to mention what those arguments are. So for this to correct it, I need to put weapon equals bow and put level equals 5 for this code to run. Excellent. Now it's working. So Python does not want us to randomly be throwing values like 5 or bow, but it wants to know what those values mean. So the star there is what is creating or making that emphasis or creating the atmosphere for Python to expect that, right? So this is something for us. What do we think is right between these two? Which is right? You can pause the video and try to answer it. So if you guess that the second one is right, good job. The second one is right because we've defined what weapon and level is. The first is going to throw a trace back. Let's run that. As I mentioned, it threw a trace back. So how do we correct this code? By just adding weapon here, then adding level here. So we see that this is working and working excellently. I want these videos to be very short, so I'm going to end on this part and continue the other part in a different video. Thank you so much for watching to the end. I'm so proud of you guys. And I did say there is a quick announcement or a fun thing I wanted to say. Okay, I'm going to get into that. Thank you guys for watching. Your support, your love means so much. Please subscribe, please share the video, please comment, and let me know what made sense, what clicked, and what helped. So the announcement I had, or the surprise I have, is that we are going to start the Python data science series. I've been receiving a lot of message and people telling me, Richel, please start the Python for data science series. So I'm going to start with that pretty soon. I'm so excited about it. So after the intermediate Python series, we're going to start the Python for data science series. So please, if you've not watched the beginner Python series, please watch it. The intermediate Python series, I'm going to put it in a playlist so that it's easier to watch it, as I have done for the beginner Python series. And the data science for data science series is also coming, which I'm super excited about. Thank you so much guys for watching. Your support, your love means so much. Please subscribe and see you next week. Thank you.